Solve by completing the square. In order to solve by completing the square, what I have to make sure is make sure that my regular number is on the right side and my variables are on the left. So I have to kill two birds with one stone here. I'm going to subtract 79 from both sides, and I'm going to add 18n from both sides. Okay, that crosses you, and that leaves me with 9n squared plus 18n equals negative 79. This is not going to be pleasant at all, because the next step is to make sure I have nothing in front of n squared. So in order to get rid of the number in front of n squared, I divide everything by 9. Everything by 9. You cross out, become n squared. You become 2n, which makes life easy, but you are negative 79 over 9. Gross, grossy, gross, gross, gross. Now the next step in completing the square is you take half of the number in front of n, which is 1, you square that, which is 1, and add that to both sides. So let's move it up here. What we get on the left is now n squared plus 2n plus 1. These guys are supposed to add, so why don't I turn 1 into 9 over 9? So I'm going to say equals 79 over 9 plus 9 over 9. The right side's going to simplify out to negative 70 over 9. Still not that pleasant. Okay, now the left side is a perfect square trinomial. It's always going to factor out to a perfect square, like that. That's why it's called completing the square. What we do now is we need to get rid of that squared, and we do so by square rooting both sides. Don't forget to attach your positive or negative. N plus 1 on the left is going to equal positive or negative 70 over 9 inside the square root. Now, a couple things that I can do inside this square root. Since it's a negative, I can pull out an I. Now I can write this out as the square root of 70 over the square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So I have positive or negative I square root of 70 over 3. And that's going to equal n plus 1. Now I'm not quite done yet because n is not all by itself. So we subtract 1 from both sides, and our final answer is going to be negative 1 plus or minus I square root of 70 all over 3. Horrifying, but that's how you do it.